Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. What he really want to say, but scared AF. Woo, baby, buckle up because spirit is already coming in hot with this one. I want you to take a moment here and meditate on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card one with the medicine woman, card two, the goddess Peonia, and card three, the goddess white sage. So let's get straight into your reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. All right, so this is about what he really want to say, but scared AF. Woo, baby, buckle up because spirit is already coming in hot. And this one, yeah, this one is about to spill some real tea. Okay, so it's the kind that's been simmering in his chest, but he's too shook to say it out loud. And you know, we're not here to sugarcoat a thing. So grab your tea, center your energy, and let's get all the way into it. Card one, your energy draws you here to the rose quartz crystal and the medicine woman. Okay, she's the medicine woman goddess from the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle deck. Here's the thing. He sees you as his divine antidote, okay? And you're not just the vibe, you're the remedy. The peace he doesn't know how to live without, and the storm that he's afraid to stand in. Okay, so let's be clear. He's intimidated as heck, but obsessed. Okay, oh yeah, that too. You're his healer. You're his healer, babe. And not just emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, energetically, all of it. But instead of speaking it, right, he's quiet. He's quiet. Why? Because admitting he needs you, it feels like weakness to him. And this man's ego, honey, is fragile. It's like glass in a hailstorm. So, but the truth, the truth, he's already addicted to your energy. So the way you speak life into him, the way you call him out without even raising your voice, the way you present, the way your present feels like a prayer being answered. Yeah, low key. He feels like you know him better than he knows himself. And that scares him more than anything. But don't get it twisted because he watches you, studies your moods, and remembers your words. So he just doesn't know, how to meet your depth. You know what I'm saying? Without drowning in it. So instead of confessing, he does what? He hides. He hides. He acts unbothered, distant. But oh no, baby, he bothered deeply. And you're not just a woman to him. You're a mirror, a light, and a lesson. And trust me when I say, he knows exactly who you are. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card because, baby, it just gets juicier. And remember, stay with me until the end of your reading because I'm going to summarize the total energy here. All right, so you have, look at that, the mystic, the asteroid Ketu, and that's spelled Ketu, and that's an asteroid in a astrological birth chart. So we're going to go ahead and pull your next card. Let's see what else is coming through. All right, look at that, the Empress. And when the Empress shows up, baby, you better know. You better know. Um, Listen, this energy is deep because with the mystic, with K2, here's what I'm picking up. This ain't surface level, okay? This ain't casual. This connection, it's karmic, spiritual, and deep. So K2 deals with the unseen, the spiritual residue, the past life receipts. So if you ever felt like you two had a connection, right, that made no sense, but felt hella intense, this is why. This is why. And the gag is he feels it too. He just doesn't have the words for it. Low key. This man be walking up, right? I mean, waking up out of his sleep, thinking about you, dreaming about you, feeling your energy, but too damn scared to admit it because he ain't ready to deal with his own shadow. He's not. Because guess what, sis? You are his spiritual catalyst. You activated something in him. You know what I'm saying? He was not prepared to heal. He was not. So, with the Empress entering the building, okay, yes, ma'am. This card of the Divine Feminine, that's you, the Empress, the nurturer, the creator, the goddess who don't chase, she attracts. And honey, you've been doing that effortlessly. This man sees you as the whole package. But what's really got him shook is that you're not waiting around for him to catch up. You move like royalty, okay? And you move like, listen, you move like you know who the heck you are. And he's never met that before. So what does he really want to say but scared AF? That he's never felt energy like yours, that he's intimidated by your confidence, that he's craving your softness but terrified of your standards, and that he wants to come back but knows he can't come back on the same BS. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull your next card because, baby, Spirit still got tea in the pot. So let's see. All right, what is the energy as it does relate? What is the energy coming through? All right, you got the timing just wasn't right for us. So there he has an excuse, right? And we'll see where that's going to go. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the next card. I'm going to read those two cards, these two cards. I'm going to read the energy together, okay? So let's see. Let's see what else is coming through. All right. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Can you see your entire card? Let's see. I want to make sure you can see your card pretty well without. Okay, we're going to put that card here. Put this one here. So we got go with the flow, and we got the timing just wasn't right for us. Okay. All right, so what am I picking up with this? All right. Let's start here. Okay. So let's call it what it is. This is that classic, right? This is the classic. It's Not You, It's Me remix. Okay? But don't get it twisted. It ain't just fluff. Okay? So here's what I'm picking up. This man is emotionally constipated. Okay? He knows he couldn't match your depth, right? Your pace or your energy. So instead of leveling up, he froze up. And now he's trying to spiritually rationalize his absence. Wrong timing is code for I wasn't ready for a real one like you. Okay, so he didn't feel worthy, but couldn't admit that. So instead, poof. Instead, poof. All right, so excuse me, card one. Listen, go with the flow, baby. Now, this is where it gets layered because Spirit is saying, yeah, you did what you were supposed to do. You flowed with your heart. You gave what felt right. But this card is also your reminder that you're not meant to force anything. You are the ocean, baby. He was just a wave. Okay. He came in, stirred some emotion, crashed, but you kept flowing. You kept flowing. So together, these two cards are screaming. They're screaming. You outgrew what wasn't evolving. You outgrew what wasn't evolving. You may have felt real, right? Like he may have felt real, right? The connection may have been strong. But when Spirit steps in and says, not yet, it's because something even bigger is in motion. And listen, he knows it. He can feel you shifting. And he's scared AF because you're not stuck on him like he assumed you'd be. No. Stay close, love, because I'm going to go ahead and pull the next card because Spirit is still pouring. Okay. So let's see what else we have coming through. Let's see. We're going to go here. We're going to pull some astrological insight. All right? We're going to do that. Let's see. What is the energy as it does relate, Spirit? What is coming through? What is coming through? What you need us to know, Spirit. The 12th house, surrender. This is about having baggage, emotional baggage. And we got that earlier, right? But the 12th house says a whole lot of things. Okay? It's about guilt as well. The Akashic records. And I just want to let you know there are 12 houses in an astrological birth chart. And so, again, the 12th house is about healing and being spiritually connected. So, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down. The 12th house, right? This house rules over emotional baggage, unresolved wounds, and spiritual karma. So it's the stuff he don't talk about out loud. It's the shadows he avoids. And right now, he's haunted. Guilt, regret, nostalgia. Okay? It's all circling him like smoke he can't blow away. And listen, sis, you triggered his healing journey. And not by doing anything wrong, but by being too right. Okay? Because you brought light to what he was still hiding from. Now, the Akashic Records energy, right? That's a powerful confirmation because that's the realm of soul contracts and past life ties. Spirit is making it clear. This wasn't just a fling. This was a chapter in his soul story. But the lesson, it was yours too. You didn't come here to carry his pain. You came here to recognize what was never yours to hold. You were the healer, not the hospital. Okay? The bottom line is this. It's this. Listen. Hold on. Can you see your cards? Yes, you can. Okay. The bottom line He's wrestling with guilt and spiritual baggage, okay? But it ain't your job to unpack it for him. No, let Spirit do the heavy lifting. Because you just keep shining because, baby, you're the lighthouse. And he's finally realizing he was lost at sea. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull your final card. This is your final card, but stay with me because after your final card, I'm going to summarize the total energy. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's see here. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? Coming through. What does Spirit want you to know, baby? What does Spirit want you to know? Oh, and this card just jumped out of the deck. King of Wand. And baby, we saying W-A-N-D, and I know y'all know that. Y'all watched enough tarot, right? So anyway, King of Wands. I feel like you're going to meet someone that stands out in the crowd, but I feel like he wants to be this person. And he has this in him. He has this ability, but he is not aligned with the greater version of who he is. But he's afraid that you will meet this bold king here. He's intimidated by the King of Wands energy because the King of Wands, honey, he do what he want to do. He do what he want to do. You know, and let's talk about it. Let's get deep with this. This man right here, right? He walks in the room and the air shifts. The air shifts. He's bold, magnetic, confident. It's like the kind of energy that doesn't chase attention, but commands it. And the gag is, he knows you're about to attract this type of man into your life. But here's the plot twist. He wants to be the king. He wants to be that king. He wants to be the one who stands tall beside you. Someone you can brag about. Someone who matches your power. And guess what? That energy is in him. It's buried deep underneath all the fear, the ego, the self-doubt. But it's there. Problem is, baby, the problem is he ain't aligned with the greater version of himself yet, okay? He's still scared. I'll put this here. Scared of growth, scared of failure, and really just terrified that, yes, while he is sitting on potential, you're going to link up with someone who's already walking in their purpose. And let me be real here. He's not just afraid of losing you. He's afraid of watching you win without him. He knows your energy is too expansive to be boxed in by potential. So here's what Spirit's saying with this King of Wands card. You're elevating. You're already stepping into alignment with boldness, purpose, and power. And whether it's him or someone new, a true king will rise to meet a queen like you. Okay? A true king will rise to meet a queen like you. So let's go ahead and get into your full energy summary. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Here's the total energy of your reading. Listen, this man, he's holding back words that his soul has been screaming. What he really want to say, but scared AF, is that you changed him. You didn't just pass through. You left fingerprints on his spirit. He sees you as medicine. Your love, your wisdom, your presence, it heals. But that kind of energy, it terrifies people who don't feel worthy of it. He's battling guilt, ego, and emotional baggage. Okay? And really just trying to excuse it all with the timing wasn't right, while simultaneously watching you glow up and realizing you're the one who got away. You were it, still are. And the wild part is he knows you were the blessing. He just wasn't ready to be the vessel. But baby, this isn't about his readiness anymore. No, this is about yours, because Spirit is placing kings in your path now. Okay, real ones, aligned, intentional, confident, the kind who see your light and don't flinch, right? They don't flinch, they match it. So whether he catches up to the man he could be, or watches you from afar with regret in his chest, just know you're divinely protected and divinely desired. He fumbled the bag. But Spirit is already delivering better. Stay ready, stay radiant, and keep your crown straight, Queen. Keep it straight. Your glow is the answer. Your healing is the flex, and your peace unmatched. All right, so beautiful card too. This does conclude your reading, and I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below, because I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. What he would really say if he wasn't scared AF. This is card 2, and your energy pulled you right here to the green aventurine crystal and the goddess Paonia, the embodiment of pure heart energy, softness, and quiet strength. And honey, this man feels that, okay? He feels it because you have a way of loving that's gentle but firm, soft but unshakable. And let's be real, he's never experienced that before. Not like this. Paonia steps into the reading as a reminder that your love is rare. It's rare. It's that kind of vulnerability, okay? That kind of emotional availability. It's magic. And the fact that you offered it to him scared the heck out of him, okay? It scared him. So he wants to speak. He wants to explain, but his pride is playing bouncer at the door of his soul. You know, still, right? It's still, the energy don't lie. So stay with me, because Spirit's already lining up the downloads, okay? And we're about to find out what he really wants to say, but it's too scared AF to let it slip. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and find out where this energy is going. And remember, we're not sugarcoating anything. Make sure you stay with me until the end of your reading, because I'm going to summarize his total energy. All right? So let's see. You got the Sage with the planet Jupiter. And the planet Jupiter here, it rules over Sagittarius. So Sagittarius could be in the top placements of his birth chart or yours as a confirmation. In the sun, moon, or rising sign, it could be there, and the planet Jupiter is significant in yours or his birth chart. I'm going to pull another card and we'll read that energy together. I feel like, yeah, he sees you as the truth teller and the truth seeker as well. Sees you as wise. You have a wealthy mindset. You're very intuitive. I feel like he's low-key inspired by you. He knows that you're emotionally intelligent. He cannot pull the wool over your eyes. You're very philosophical and charitable. Okay? So let's see. The Empress. All right. And this is some powerful energy that just came through. Okay, so we got this, we got Jupiter and we got the Empress. But listen, you already know that this is big energy, because when Jupiter comes in, Jupiter don't come to play. It comes to expand, to elevate, and to expose the truth. And you are that truth. So, like I mentioned, whether you got Sagittarius and those top placements are not in your chart, or, this is tied to his own placements, Spirit is saying loud and clear, you are the one who holds the wisdom. And he's been too afraid to claim, okay? He's been too afraid to claim your wisdom. So you're the one who sees through the BS. You're the one who peeped the red flags before they were even fully waved, okay? You peeped the flags. And that's why this man is shook. That's why he shook. Okay. And then, honey, you got the Empress. And right? Oh, now it's really serving. Okay. This man sees you as everything, not just beautiful, not just magnetic, but a divine feminine force with the power to create worlds. You were nurturing him, loving him, even healing him. But you were not about to shrink to fit into his confusion. Yes. So you were nurturing him, loving him, and even healing him. But you were not about to shrink to fit into his confusion. He knows he fumbled something rare. You're the whole package. Abundance, elegance, fire, and softness all wrapped up into one. And that's why he's stuck. Okay? He might have played it cool. But your Empress energy, he still feels it. Every damn day. Okay? So let's go ahead and keep going, because Spirit is still whispering, right? Spirit is like, baby, prompt me and give me the next card, right? Give me the next card. Let's see where this energy is going, what he is not saying, but he wishes he could. So we're going to get this message to Spirit. Y'all, I absolutely enjoy channeling this energy for you guys. I go to bed thinking about it, and I can't wait until I wake up in the morning to give you all that I have, okay? Thank you, Spirit. So you have here, we both know I am not the one for you, is what he says. We both know that I am not the one for you. Okay, baby boy. Let's see. Let's pull this next card. I'm feeling something different with this statement. We know you're not. Okay, so let's see. Go within, the go within card. So you got his statement. We both know that I'm not the one for you. And you also have go within. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what all of this means, right? Okay. He says this, right? But let's not take this at face value just yet. Because when Spirit brings that message alongside go within, what I'm really picking up here is his deflection. Okay? And this isn't him speaking your truth. This is him projecting his fear. So let's call it what it is. This man knows deep down he couldn't rise to the version of himself that you were calling out of him. So instead of saying, I'm scared I'm not enough, or I don't know how to love you the way you deserve, he hits you with, we both know I'm not the one. It's a cop out. It's a cop out. It is him trying to armor himself with rejection before you could hand him the truth. Okay? But baby, you already knew. You saw the cracks in his mask and you saw the wounds beneath his silence. So you felt the disconnect long before he spoke it. And here is where the go within comes from. A spirit is asking you now to check in with your inner voice. What did this connection awaken in you? What did it reflect back about your own growth, your worth, and your wisdom? Because while he's off in his self-doubt spiral, you're in your imprints, right? You're in your imprints and your sage glow up. And the question becomes, do you really still want someone who can't even own his truth? Right? Say it with me, love. Spirit's still speaking. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate here? I want to pull an astrological energy. Let's see what comes through. Thank you, Spirit. You got the 7th house. In an astrological birth chart, there are 12 houses, but the 7th house comes through loud and clear. I do want to point out that the 7th house does rule over Libra as well. So Libra is significant. It rules over partnerships and companionships, right? And best friends, right? Long-term unions and contracts and commitments. So it's not just who you date on a weekend whim, okay? But the 7th house represents the real ones, the ones that mirror you, challenge you, and teach you. So when this card shows up, Spirit is putting a big old spotlight on this connection and saying, this wasn't random, sis. This was not random. This was divinely designed to activate you. It was a spiritual assignment, one your soul signed up for before you ever met him in this life. Okay, so he may not have been your forever, but he was your catalyst. Now here's the kicker. He felt that too. That's what scared him. That's why he's been tiptoeing around his feelings, coming through like, we both know I'm not the one. When in reality, he knew he couldn't meet you where you already were. In truth, in depth, in commitment. But listen, the 7th house showing up here also tells me you're not done with love. Not even close. No, you're being aligned for something sacred, something reciprocal, where you won't have to beg for clarity, emotional safety, or spiritual alignment. So let's keep going. Because, baby, the energy here is is flowing, right? All right, so this is your final card coming through, message from Spirit. And we are also going to summarize his total energy, the total energy here of the reading. So stay with me. All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? All right, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, love this for you. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let's get the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. What am I feeling on this? Thank you, Spirit. And then we'll summarize your total energy. All right, so let me tell you something real quick. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up as your final card, Spirit is making it crystal clear that this ain't the end of the story. This is just the intermission before your glow up finale. Okay? This is just the intermission. So let's go ahead and get into the total energy because he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. So from the very beginning of this reading, we saw that he was drawn to your wisdom, your truth, your emotional depth, right? But he couldn't match it. He saw your power, but instead of rising to it, he retreated, saying things like, we both know I'm not the one. That wasn't a confession. It was an excuse. Because deep down, he knows he's not on your level yet. But the truth, you activated him. You cracked something open in his spirit. Okay? You showed him what real love could feel like when it's rooted in authenticity, emotional intelligence, and soul. The seventh house told us this was a karmic connection, not just a fling, but something soul deep. And now with the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit is telling you, you passed the test. You have elevated. And because you didn't settle, because you stayed rooted in your self-worth, your blessings are being repositioned. They are being repositioned. So what's next? Alignment, upgrades, a love that feels like home. So whether it's a new person or a transformed version of him, only time and free will tell. But what's for sure, your destiny is spinning in your favor now. And you're entering into a new chapter where you are the one being chosen, prioritized, and seen. And that love, that's what he's most afraid of. Because he knows if he doesn't rise, he'll be watching you win from the sidelines. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and don't you dare dim your light. You are the wheel, the lesson, and the fortune. And Spirit's got so much more in store. Reading complete. But your story, it's just getting juicy. Beautiful card too. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, make sure you drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. What he would really say if he wasn't scared AF. I'm so glad you're here because we're about to dive into some real energy. Buckle up because what I'm picking up already is deep and raw. So if you've been wondering what's really going on behind his hesitation, I'm here to break it down for you. Okay, so you've chosen the amethyst crystal and the white sage card. And honey, you're about to see some truth unfold. Amethyst is about clarity, spiritual awareness, and healing. The white sage is cleansing, purifying, and bringing forward the energy of new beginnings and clear communication. So this combination, it's like spirit's about to cut through all the nonsense, right? And deliver you the unfiltered raw truth. Okay. So yes. So let's get into it. Baby, let's get into this energy. Now, when I tune in here, I am feeling like there's a lot of fear on his side, and not just any fear, but that deep-rooted kind that makes him second guess everything, especially his ability to show up for you in the way you deserve. It's the type of fear that keeps him stuck in indecision, afraid to express how he really feels because of past baggage, or, let's be honest, self-doubt, okay? But here's the thing. He can't lie to himself anymore, because your energy is lightening up his whole world. He sees you, feels you, but he's scared AF to take that leap and to truly open up. But let's get specific. Okay, so what is he really afraid of? Well, from the amethyst, I'm picking up this strong vibe of spiritual awakening. So yes, he's been ignoring the signs, the nudges, the little whispers from spirit. But now, baby, the truth is unavoidable. It's unavoidable because he knows that he's out here playing games and acting like he doesn't feel what he feels for you. But what's holding him back? What is holding him back? His own fears. Fear of rejection, fear of vulnerability, and the fear of being real with you. Because when he looks at you, he knows you're the real deal. The white sage card is coming through strong to cleanse the past and to make way for truth. So this is the time for purification. His fears, they're about to be burned away. That's right. Spirit is coming through to clear up all the energy that's been blocking this connection. And it's time for him to stop hiding behind his walls and step into the light of authenticity and vulnerability. But will he? We'll see. Okay, so stay with me because we're just getting started. And I'm pulling more cards to see what else is cooking in his heart. And don't forget, I'm summarizing his total energy at the end. So keep your vibes high because the real tea is on the way. All right? So let's see. What is the energy, spirit, as it does relate? What is the energy? All right, you got the artist, the planet Venus. Planet Venus does rule over Taurus and Libra. So Taurus and Libra certainly can be in the top placements of his birth chart, sun, moon, or rising sign, or yours as a confirmation in the reading. Physically, I feel like he sees you as someone that's beautiful, aesthetically, and spiritually beautiful as well. So I'm going to pull the second card, and then we'll read the energy of both cards. Let's see what your next card says. All right, look at that. 4 of Swords. You need rest, honey. Spirit is like, baby, you need to retreat. You need to retreat. And I feel like this person feels like you have taken back your power. You have pulled back your energy. And yes, he is in his feelings because you have realized that you need to take time out to take care of yourself. Okay? So, all right. You got the artist. It's the planet Venus. And let me tell you something. He is all about the way you move, the way you shine, and how effortlessly you captivate him. So when Venus steps in, we're talking about beauty, charm, attraction, both on the physical level and the soul deep level. He sees you as stunning in every sense of the word. You light up the room. You light up his mind. And damn, right? You're someone he can't stop thinking about. But it's not just about what's on the surface. No, this Venus energy goes deep. He's attracted to the energy you radiate. He sees you as a goddess, someone with an inner beauty that matches the outer glow. Okay? Because you get him in a way that no one else does, and that's got him shook. Okay? Now let's pair that with the second card. Okay, the Four of Swords. Okay? And I feel like you've been out here doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Pouring into everything and everyone, but forgetting about you. And guess what? He's noticing. He's feeling the shift. You pulled back. You started retreating. And he's feeling the space. The energy is different now. And let's be real. He's low-key in his feelings because you've taken your power back. You've taken it back. And that's exactly why he's got to do some soul searching. So let me tell you something. You may think he's okay with this distance, but Spirit is showing me something else. He's shook. He didn't expect you to choose yourself. He thought he could take from you, but now he's realizing you are the prize and you know your worth. That pullback, that retreat, it's triggering him. But here's the thing. It's exactly what he needed. Yeah, because he is sitting in those feelings and really just thinking about what he wants and what he shouldn't have taken for granted. Now, baby, stay close because I'm about to pour more and give even more insight into what's going on, inside his heart. All right, so let's see what else we have. Thank you, Spirit. See what other messages are coming through. What is the energy as it does relate? I want to be more than friends. He don't want to be in the friend zone. That's coming through loud and clear. We got that. Let's see. The next card is. All right. So, acceptance. All right. I want to be more than friends. Okay. You do, huh? Well, can he earn that? It's like, bro, you cannot just expect to be more than friends unless you earn it. He has to earn your trust and earn your love. Yes, you love him as a part of how you love humanity, but being all up in your face, baby, that's a different story. Right? So let's see. Okay, so let's talk about it because this right here is classic avoidant energy, trying to circle back, right? Once you've reclaimed your peace, he's trying to circle back. So he's sitting there watching you in your glow up, holding your boundaries, choosing your peace. And now suddenly he doesn't want, to be friend zoned. It sounds like somebody's finally waking up. But listen, honey, just because he wants more, it doesn't mean he deserves more. Let's make that clear. This I want to be more than friends energy is coming from a place of realization. Yes, but also regret because now he sees the real you, the healed you, the version of you that he didn't help build. And now he wants access. Nah, sweetie, that's not how this works. Not anymore. You love him? Yes. But that love is bigger than romance. That love is a part of your nature, your humanity, your divine heart. But that front row seat to your softness, that intimacy, that daily access, that has to be earned. And you know that now. That's the part that's shaking him up. He sees the shift. He knows you're not the same person that he once knew. And baby, he is not ready for the new version of you. Not without doing the work. So let's keep going, because Spirit has more to say, and I can feel that there's a deeper layer to this coming through. So stay close, because this is your final card. And I will also summarize the total energy here. All right, so let's pull the next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does? Relayed. What is coming through? Look at that. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Okay. We all know what that means, right? Well, if you don't, let me share it with you. Okay, so listen. Baby, with the Three of Swords, right? This card didn't come to play. Spirit said, let's not sugarcoat it. This man is hurting, whether he shows it or not. There's heartbreak sitting heavy in his chest. And it's not just about missing you. This is deeper. This is regret, shame, and the realization that he broke something he can't just tape back together. Okay? That sword in the middle, that's him betraying your trust. The one on the left, that's you pulling your energy back. And the one on the right, that's truth. The kind that cuts through the fog and fantasy and forces him to sit with it, right? And to sit with what he's done. He knows now. You're not just someone he lost. You're someone he can't replace. And let's be real. You didn't get here easy. You cried those tears. You sat in that confusion. You asked Spirit for clarity. And instead of spiraling, you rose. So this final card is not just about pain. It's confirmation of your power. You took those swords and you healed anyway. You said, I love myself more and choose peace over chaos. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get into the total energy summary here. This man is deep, right? Emotional conflict. He is in deep emotional conflict, okay? He misses your light, your love, your presence. He's feeling the void where your energy used to live. He wants more than friendship, but doesn't know how to show up like a man who deserves it. He's heartbroken, but you're stepping into your imprints era. Okay? You've alchemized pain into wisdom, silence into strength, and disconnection into divine alignment. And that, baby, that is your real power. Let him feel it. Let him sit in it, because you didn't walk away. You ascended. And so, beautiful card 3, this does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.